Welcome to another episode of Photo Enthusiastic. I am your host, Jim Fair. So, yesterday I posted a video in rebuttal to Tony Northrup's video, ISO is fake. Seriously. Obviously, I'm in some disagreement with Tony, and I'm not the only one. So here's a couple of things Tony had to say in his video.
That setting on your camera, ISO, is basically fake and based on almost nothing. And you could, if you wanted to, just use the base ISO for everything and then adjust it up later in post.
And here's what some others had to say in response.
And some aspects of what he was saying were true that people may not realise. However, there were some aspects that he got woefully wrong. I mean, that video was like a turd in an elevator. It was just wrong on so many different levels.
Okay, let's start this. The image right here has been captured. It's already been passed off, right? And here it's being converted. The image right here has already been captured. ISO occurs meow, meow, meow. Way over here. That means that ISO is applied after. Ha 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 ha. After the image has already been captured. Quite a bit after the image has already been captured.
Now, my take on it is that everybody's wrong, okay? There's amplification of the signal on both sides of the AD converter, all right? So, and how do I know this? I phoned Fujifilm and I asked them about it. And they said, oh, is this because of the Tony Northrup video? So they know all about it and they're getting calls. So yes, the sensor has its own native gain, and you can turn that up or down, and this, the circuitry inside the camera does that for you. You don't have to worry about it. And then at some point it maxes out, and then the rest of the amplification has to happen on the digital side. So, and this does explain the discrepancy between the poorly exposed image that he brightened up in post to explain why it was noisier, because there is some amplification that happens on the analog side, and that too will depend upon your settings. So let's just say you have a sensor where ISO 100 through say 1600 is analog gain, and beyond 1600 is digital gain. Okay, so that means anything beyond 1600, you could probably do the same amount of gain in post and get the same result. So if you shot something at base ISO though, then you're making a bad copy of an analog signal. So what is analog? So analog is real world. It's like waveforms. Okay, so like a 60 cycle tone is a pure sine wave. When we digitize that, we take samples of it. So for this audio recording, for example, we're sampling the signal 48,000 times per second. So is there some loss there? Yes. So, we're all taught, digital, we don't lose anything, but you lose something in the original digitizing of the analog signal. You're going to lose something. This is why people like to listen to vinyl records, because digitizing music does lose something in the process, right? Now, once it's digital, you can make perfect duplicates of that digital over and over, right? So, and this is why it's very easy to manipulate the signal. Once it's gone digital, it's easy to manipulate. You just need some math, right? And the better the math, the better the manipulation. So on the analog side of things, there is still amplification, and this was the blatant technical error that was made in the video. There were other technical errors in the video, like testing cameras with lenses in front of the sensor. Well, you don't know how much light is transmitted through that lens. Even if the lens says it's an f4, it might not be a true f4, and the T value, the transmissive value, might be f5.6 for all we know, right? Depends on how much glass is in the lens and so on. And Tony should know this. I mean, T-stops are nothing new. Anyone who knows a little bit about cinematography knows about T-stops, right? And that's why you see DOPs carrying around light meters. They still use light meters, even today, even with digital. So ISO is not fake, all right? And it's not what he said it was. And even the angry photographer thinks that ISO is digital gain after the AD converter. And that is not 100% correct, because under certain conditions, It's analog gain and noise reduction. Then we go digital, and then we have digital gain and noise reduction. So there's the true story. Thanks for watching. Fade out.